Hello and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Night DM. Once again, the Sunday Knights will continue on their adventures in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host, Stuart, the Sunday Night DM. Before we head out, we would like to take a moment to say thank you to Epidemic Sound for the intro soundtrack, at Beluga Tunes on Twitter for the SKDM logo and all character-related artwork, Johnny Neal for the introduction voiceover, Streamlabs and Streamspell for the stream background and player borders. A special thanks to Chris for his background work on hosting the stream. With all that out of the way, I invite you to sit back, make yourself comfortable, and let's see how the nights roll. Well, good evening and welcome to another edition of Sunday Night DM presents the Crimson Accord. Due to holidays and other issues we've had over the last few months, we've been missing sessions, but we're just going to get on with it and we're going to run some long-awaited combat. But we're going to recap first. So you've all made your way through the sewers, heading towards the Scholars District. You've come out, you've had a long rest in some little old lady's shed, for want of a better word. And it's now the next morning, and you've come up to the Scholars District. You've had a look around, and you turn around, and there is a half-dragon in the doorway, hands above the archway, looking at you as you're standing in the middle of the room. Pretty much where you are on the map. Is there anything you want to try before
we die?
You do anything else?
Hiding.
Okay. It has seen you. I'll give you a couple of minutes to try and hide if you want, or if you can.
I'm going to make it just to run away.
Okay.
But not telling the others what I'm doing. Just look at it and let that thing little
turn and turn around. Okay.
And then as soon as I can, I'm going to dive for cover somewhere.
Okay. Behind you, about 30 feet away, there is a set of stairs that lead up to the shop. Oh, the building directly behind you.
Yeah. So if I go to there.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage. Because he can see you.
Yeah.
Psilocybin, what are you trying?
25.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Nice.
you find a plant that you kind of dive behind and you rustle, and then he can't apparently see you anymore.
Just for context, I've got a plus 11 to stealth, so I should hope I can hide.
Psilocybin.
He hasn't attacked us or anything at this point, has he?
I'm having trouble with my sound. It could just be me. What are you trying, psilocybin?
I mean, he hasn't attacked us, so I might just
Not yet.
kind of walk, towards him, maybe about 30 feet or so.
Yep. I mean, you've got control of your character. It's more than.
Is it?
Okay. Yeah, it's about 35 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
John.
so I would kind of ready myself and not do anything, so no movement for me. My fellow people are moving around, so I'll just brace for impact if there's any attack spell that's coming in the future.
Okay. Nob is going to look around, panic, and cast invisibility on himself. Not Nob. And Alf. Let me see what Alf can do. Yeah. Okay. Alf is going to do the same and cast invisibility on himself.
Can I, as part of my action before anything starts, use my mage hand to open the door to the shop that's next to me?
Yeah. The door creeps open. Ethereal voice, you can drop the map on the shared screen. Ulfhild is going to run towards where you disappeared. I'll go. You see the half dragon come under the archway and start making his way towards you. Roll for initiative.
$14.
Four.
Okay. Elf. Where did that? Someone's drawn a ring.
Oh no. So I was checking my range. That's all.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And all filled. Okay. Okay, what did we all get? John.
1 second. I didn't do the roll. 3.
Okay. Okay.
14.
Okay. Psilocybin.
4.
Okay. And Orfield got 12. All right. So the door is open. And Argo, you hear footsteps that go up the stairs and inside.
Okay. I will assume it's one of the two that just disappeared.
It's your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to go through the doorway.
You're gonna head inside as well. As you pass, you hear a soft cry as you trip over Knob, who was just inside the door.
Okay.
You don't need to make a save, but you kind of knock him into the wall as you run past.
Fuck.
Thanks for that.
When I get there, I'll draw one of my swords or hand axes. Sorry. He's like, "What the?" And then I hear his voice, and I'll put it back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just hold an action in case Edwin comes through that door. In case the half rank goes through afterwards.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. You hear footsteps on the stairs outside, but you can't see anyone out there.
My hand goes to my axe, and then waits. Just trying to see if we can
Ulfhild is going to keep heading in the direction that she was heading in, towards where you were hiding.
Are we all moving away and getting into the cabin?
It seems that way. So far, you watched Nob and Alf disappear. You have no idea where they went. You watched Argo dive behind some stairs and vanish. You haven't seen him since. And Ulfhild has run, and you can still see her behind you, heading towards the building. Like heading towards the corner of the building where you assume she thinks that Argo has gone.
Okay.
It is the creature's turn.
Yeah.
Who is going to... I need the ruler.
I really regret walking towards it, you know.
Who is going to move up towards you. And you are now just within its reach. Drags up its sword. It's going to swing it out towards you. Psilocybin. And there you go. That looks like a natural 20. So it's going to do some damage to you now. And you take 16 points of slashing damage as it brings its sword down across your chest.
Is that the first combat roll of the game? It's a crit for them.
That was a first combat roll. No, that was the first attack against you by another creature, and it was a crit. So.
He's still standing.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of HP.
I don't.
Okay, so what did I say? 16. So a clever map is really clever, and it will take it off. So okay, that ends its turn. It is now your turn, Psilocybin.
Alright.
It is. You see that it has come up, and it is still a good 10 feet in front of you, and it's still managed to reach you with its sword.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I've just been absolutely messed up by it. I'm going to take the dash at them and run towards where everyone else is.
Okay.
So 5, 10,
Okay.
15, 26, 25, 36, 60. Guess if I was with my 60
Okay.
Dash.
Be warned. It will get an opportunity attack against you.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, hits.
I will roll some damage. I'll roll some damage. And that's 11 points of slashing
11
damage.
points. There we go. 48 HP.
As you pass, you feel something heavy on the bottom step next to you as you pass right by it. But there's nothing there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm so focused on running away from it. Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, John. This
Two
creature,
things.
the creature is from you 30 feet, 35 feet.
Yeah, that's okay. So I'll do two things. First, I will make my 30 feet movement towards the stairs itself,
Okay.
and also fire my ray of frost.
Okay, what's the range on my frost?
That's 60, and the damage is 13.
Okay. So, is there a save that you
Uh,
need to make?
Not really, I think so.
Okay, hold on.
That should reduce if it's hit.
uh,
1 second. It's 25 to hit.
25 to hit. Yeah, 25
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah. Fair enough. 13 damage, and it will slow down the beast for 10
10 feet.
meters.
10 feet.
Yeah, 10 feet. Yeah.
So how much was that damage again?
13.
1-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if someone can move me next to the stairs, that'll be great.
Yep. No, I'm on it. I'm on it. Just gotta
Perfect.
fix it. As you get to the bottom step, you see psilocybin in front of you, and he looks kind of the fur on his legs, the hair on his legs is kind of standing up and brushing to one side.
I assume it's from the strike, and he's kind of taken aback.
Beg pardon?
So I assume that's from the strike of the dragon. So I'm just trying to
make a perception check.
second. That's 6 plus 4, 10.
You have vague memories of there being fur when you left the house this morning, but you brushed it off as you being tired, and it wasn't really anything that you were paying much attention to. Okay. Is that your turn? John, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay. You hear footsteps running past you. Little tiny footsteps running past you. down the middle of the corridor.
Yeah, because I'd already run into him and heard him speak, I'll just assume he's not running past. But I'm just wary of the sound at the moment.
Okay, it's your turn.
Is this a door just behind me? Okay.
Yeah. There is a door behind you on your left.
I want to...
It is closed.
I want to just try and open the one on my left.
Can you click on it?
I can. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. It's open.
So I'm going to step inside and I'm going to come up to this.
You step in. The room you step into is on the map. Unfortunately, it doesn't have bookcases all the way around because it was a lot of work to put the bookcases in. But it's got bookcases lining the walls. In the middle, there's tables that are filled with vials and jars and stuff.
Okay.
This looks like some kind of study.
Okay.
For one of the schools in the Scholars District, maybe.
All right, I'm going to run up to the window and have a look out and see if I can see this thing.
As you look out, you can just about see it kind of coming towards the building. You're looking the other way, you can see John about to come up the stairs. Okay. But you assume the others are on their way up as well.
Yeah, there's no way for it to let me see outside, is there?
No, I didn't put the windows in, unfortunately. Alf, that injury.
How far away is it from me? Because I can't see it.
You can't see it from where you are. You can just barely see it.
Okay.
It is 40 feet, 45 feet from where you are.
Not enough to hit it with something. Is that the angle you're saying?
Yeah, the angle is slightly off. It would have at least half cover.
Okay.
Where you are now.
I'll not do that then.
Okay. Hey, pardon?
No, I won't do it for now because I'm going to struggle to get a shot off. I'll hold.
Okay. So, Simon, you feel the presence beside you kind of push off you and rush inside. And you hear the footsteps, heavy footsteps running down the corridor.
Okay.
Ulfhilt is going to run around the corner. And that will end her turn. It's now the creature's turn. Who is going to move up. And now it is going to. Whoops. Not do that because you're not close enough. It is going to attempt to swing at you, John, with its longsword. As it brings it up, it realizes you're too far away, so it kind of makes a dash to the bottom of the stairs behind you. It is now close enough for it to hit you, but not quite close enough for you to hit.
Okay.
It can now see inside the building. Psilocybin.
Okay.
You've just watched this creature run up, stop, lift its sword up, think about it again, and then just keep running. And it's now about 15, 20 feet behind you.
I am going to cast Conjure Animals.
Okay.
I am going to cast it.
What are we going?
Cows. I'm
Okay.
going to. I'm gonna. At 1/4. So yeah, so I can summon 8 cows.
Okay. I don't have a cow.
A herd of cows.
All right, here we go. Okay, 8. Yeah. Where are you? Where are you summoning them? What's the range?
It's 60 foot, and I'm going to do it. You can't see where I'm clicking, can you?
I can.
Oh,
I
can you?
see you.
Yeah, just about here.
Yeah.
Thought you were going to fill the hallway with them.
Okay, so where are you again? Show me again. I needed to zoom out. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Okay. It's gonna be horses instead of cows because I don't have horses. I don't have cows on my thingy. So, 8 cows. Argo, from the window, you see 8 cows appear in semi-tight formation.
I don't even know how to react to that.
John, you also see this, and they all kind of. Okay, so are you commanding these cows to do something, or are you just bringing in 8 cows?
I am going to command them to use their charge ability, which is basically a ram attack, but they move 20 feet toward the target with their ram attack the same turn. Then they take the enemy takes an extra 2 d6 damage.
And there's a good chance of it being knocked prone. Okay, so where you summoned them, for them to be able to do that, they are currently too far away.
Do they not have a movement of about like 40 foot?
Ready. Feet. So, you command them all to charge up, and they get actually, this one will hit, and this one will hit, and this one will hit. They'll all hit because even though you cast it 60 feet, you brought them in fairly close. So they're all going to hit. So, I need you to roll. What's their attack rolls?
Say +5 to hit.
Okay, roll 8d20.
8d20. Not bad, wasn't it? Damn, that's a lot of dice. Hang on, it's got rolling. 8d20 is 70.
Okay, I need each 20 that you rolled add 5. So, what did you roll on D&D Beyond? All right. Well, let me look at the thing because it'll have it on the chat log. Let me do it on here because it'll be on my phone instead. Totally wasn't prepared for this. You can use the dice on the the thing. Game lock. So. No, I was not. Okay, so one's a natural 20.
The joys of being a
two's
druid.
a natural 20. Looks like 2 natural 20s. I don't know. It only shows me up 4. I've got a 10, a 3, a 20, and then looks like a 2. But I know that's not right.
Game log. Okay, yeah, so I've got a 10, a 3, a swinger, a 2, a 12, a 1, a 5, and a 17.
Okay, 1 crit, and the 17 is a 22 that hits. Everything else misses.
1 crit and just 1 regular.
So what's the save on being knocked prone?
It is being knocked prone. It is a strength check of 13.
Okay. It fails to save. So roll the damage on the single one first. The single attack first.
Okay, so that's a 1d6 plus 3. Okay, that's a 7.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Just thought it takes an extra 7. I'm sorry, an extra 2 6, isn't it? Bear with me.
So it's taken 7
Yeah.
already.
Let me just do 2d6. And that's 8.
Okay. So it is now prone.
Nice work.
Huzzah.
I'm just visualizing how it would have looked. Just random cows getting summoned in.
Okay, so you've just watched 8 cows magically appear out of thin air. And you've watched them all charge towards this dragon. The first 2 towards it have hit it like head on. The ones that have come up behind have kind of come up behind and like backed into the cows in front of it. The first one that hits it, it takes a step back and gets knocked backwards, prone on the floor. So your critical damage,
Yep.
right? Because it's already prone, I would say that instead of rolling dice, it will take full damage. Because what you would normally do is, if it was a prone creature, you would roll advantage on the attack. But as it's already, you rolled them all together. The full damage. So that's what 8, 1d6.
It's 1d6. So it's 3d6 in total.
Okay, so that's 18 points of damage.
He should have moved out of the way.
Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing?
I haven't moved, so yeah, I'll just go inside the door as well.
Okay. heading up, moving inside.
There we go.
Okay. So that ends your turn. John, you're up.
Perfect. I think I will move up to him, and first, can I do an intimidation check to see if we can scare him off, given that he's kind of shocked from cows hitting him over?
He's laying on the floor, looking slightly angry, his sword laying by his side. You can move up to him and try and intimidate him. What are you saying?
Back off with my sword and shield up to guard.
Do you speak Draconic?
Let me check. No.
So you're yelling at him in common? Seems to ignore you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Doesn't seem to understand a word that you just said.
Fair enough. What I'll do is, for my action, I'll hit it with my great sword. Just checking. So 12 to hit.
12 to hit, 12 misses.
Okay. Fair enough.
Although, because he's prone, you get advantage, so roll again.
10 to hit. Misses again.
Still misses. So you're very confused as to why this creature isn't understanding a word that you're saying as you swung your sword down to try and hit it. And it just ignores you. You still have some movement left if you want to move.
And then I'll try to go back inside the.
Okay, yeah, you can make it through the door.
Yeah, perfect.
Or into the doorway. The door is still open. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Argo.
Sorry, I've done something.
You can hear footsteps coming into the room behind you, and then you hear clink, 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 as one of the vials on the table gets knocked to the floor.
These clumsy idiots. Sorry, I've drawn something weird on the map, and I didn't mean to.
Hold on, let me give you that. So you can now see this creature. It is on the floor. However, because it's large, you can see it just over the cow. So I will say that if you were to try and shoot it, you should have disadvantage. But because it's so big, it's a big target. You just a straight roll.
And I'm running in for advantage on this thing. But before I do, I'm just going to turn around and go, whoever's in here, knock it off. And shout it. I assume it's Knob, just smashing stuff behind me. So I'm going to leap out the window, assuming I can.
Yeah, it's. I'll say it's a free action to open the window. The window is sort of already slightly ajar.
Okay.
The gap, you just push it open and jump through. The drop outside is maybe a foot, 2 feet to the ground, so it's not huge.
I'm going to run over to this thing and attack it with long swords.
If you do short swords, it's a finesse weapon.
Yeah, but I'm going to throw out my fighter as well. Do you think this for the sneak attack? Is that what you're thinking of?
I didn't say that.
I've got long swords for some reason, I think. You're making me doubt myself now. I thought I had something that let me use my long swords, but I might have just gone crazy.
You have hand axes, which I think are considered finesse weapon. I don't think you've got anything that you can use as a finesse weapon.
Maybe I should have had short swords then.
I will let you switch over.
I don't think I've got that. I thought I'd had this all sorted, but so just a tiny bit of admin here, and then I'll be sorted. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to use that combined with my sneak attack. And
I'll say that for now you can use your long swords and you can get the sneak attack. But if you want to change them for short swords when we're out of combat, that would be.
I've just switched them on D&D Beyond, so I can.
Okay.
I can do it now. It's all right. So. 16 to hit.
16. Is that with advantage?
No, it's not. We do that. 19 to hit with advantage.
19 hits.
That's 20 damage, including sneak.
Okay. Okay, so. He's getting kind of angry. It doesn't look like he's. He looks like he's taking damage, especially where the cows have like gored him with horns and stuff. But he still looks pretty angry.
That's fine. I'm going to try and grab his sword and run away.
Nice.
Okay. I would say to grab his sword is an action.
Okay, then I won't do that.
However, do you have fighter abilities?
Actually, I can use my action surge here.
I would say that you could use your action surge and grab his sword.
I will use my action surge and I'll use my. He won't get attack opportunity because he's prone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll grab that as an action.
Okay, make a strength check.
Straight up strength.
Straight up strength.
No. 10.
10.
Yeah.
You managed to pick up the sword. It's heavy. It's at least your height.
Okay.
It's at least 2, maybe 2.5-handed weapon. And it's really quite heavy.
Yeah.
You do manage to drag it away, but you can only drag it maybe 5 feet, which is the rest of your movement.
Okay, well.
Unless you use your bonus action dash.
Well, I've got, because I used my action surge for a second action, didn't I? So that'd be still got a full range of movement as well.
No, because you already jumped out the window.
Yeah, so that's my first action. Jumped out the window.
Action surge is only an action, isn't movement. It's a single movement. Action surge.
Yeah,
to pick up the sword.
You are correct.
You still got bonus action, which technically you can use as movement if you dash.
Yeah, I'm going to use that. So.
Okay. You can make it to the top of the stairs with his sword.
Okay.
No further.
I will do that.
Okay.
And maybe be behind me.
You see him come up next to you.
Yeah.
You saw him jump out the window, run over, attack him with his sword, grab the
long sword.
The long sword and pull it away.
Yeah. That seems quite an effective turn for now. So I'll just leave it there.
Okay, so as you do this, you watch as he kind of pushes himself up, half sitting, looks at these cows in front of him, and opens his mouth.
Why does it smell like barbecue around here?
Okay, I need psilocybin. I need you to make DC 15 dexterity saving throws for each of the cows.
DC 15.
15. Yeah.
There's 8, isn't there?
It says 8d20. I don't know what the dexterity of a cow is.
Not a lot.
No, it doesn't have any. So it's just 8d20 straight up. But I need to know what they rolled.
It is game log. Back in. Okay, it is a 1. A 17.
Fail.
15.
Success.
19.
Success.
18.
Success.
13.
Success.
Another 13. And an 11.
Fail. Fail. Okay, so. Here we go. Here they come. Okay, so any of the 4 that failed take 25 fire damage.
Okay, they're dead.
Yeah. Okay. And the other 4 take half, which is 13 fire damage. Which is 12 fire damage.
Okay, they're not looking too great, but yeah, they got a hopper yet.
Okay, so these 4 are dead. And these 4. So the ones closest to it took the brunt of the blast. One, they're not looking particularly good.
Was it fire that we saw or felt?
You would have felt the blast of the fire.
Yeah, it was fire, yeah. Okay.
All done. Okay. So that ends its turn as it finishes standing up. Looking at the remainder of the cows, and then looking in the doorway at you guys. Psilocybin. You hear cries of injured cows, and the momentary smell of cooked beef fills the corridor before fading almost instantly. So it's sort of like blast of hot air, char-grilled cow, smell of beef coming through, and you can probably imagine the rest.
At least we've got something to eat later.
It's your turn.
Okay.
More cows.
Is it each of the squares 5 foot on the map? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I'm just gonna get the cows, the remaining cows, to attack you using their hoof attack, which is basically like being kicked in the face by a cow, I suppose.
It's more like kicked in the shins.
Oh, that's even worse.
Okay.
Not the shins.
Okay, so roll 4d20.
Okay, that is a 12, a 17, 7, and a 13.
17 hits.
13 hits.
12 hits. What were the other ones?
Let me jump back into it. 17, 12, 7, and 13.
13
Okay.
hits.
The hooves attack is 2d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one.
So it's 3 hits, 1 miss.
3 hits, 1 miss, yeah. So the first one is 9 points of damage. Second one, 11 points of damage. And the final one, 9 points of damage again.
Okay. They've all gone up and done their thing, trampling on the remains of their companions.
Cows are badass. It's almost a power herd kill rather than power word kill.
Oh, that's terrible. John.
Perfect.
You've watched the cows come up and start kicking at the dragon.
I'll do the same thing. I'll rush to the creature, hit it with my great sword, which let me roll.
Oops.
15 to hit.
Beg pardon?
15 to hit.
15 misses.
Okay. And I have a bonus action that I can attack twice. So I'll use that extra action and try again.
Yeah, okay.
And it's again 15 to hit, which misses.
15 misses.
And then I go back to my original position.
Okay. As you step away, he's gonna swing at you with his claw.
Okay.
Okay. Just roll an attack. Uh, 11.
Misses.
As you come in, swing your sword down, turn to run, he kind of swipes down at you, catching your shield as you run. Claws coming across the shield as you get back up to the doorway.
And then I end my turn.
Okay. We are now back round again to Argo.
Before that, how's the health of him? How's the health of the dragon?
The creature.
Yeah.
He's looking fairly bad. You can see him like holding parts of his body that have been cut, but he's still on his feet.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
where he wants to be. I'm going to try and move away. My limit is like, what, 5 feet or? With his sword in hand.
With sword in hand.
Yeah. Is it half movement or is it, what is it?
It's still half movement because you're still kind of dragging it.
Okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to use my movement and my bonus action to move up to 30 feet.
So you can move your movement and your bonus action to move 30 feet.
Yeah.
So that leaves you with an action.
Just trying to work out, because if I've got my hands full of this, I can't then do an attack before I moved.
You are dragging it. However, to release it would be an action. It is a free action, but to pick it up again would be an action.
Yeah. So I'll get to the end of the corridor and I'll drop it. So where I can still see it, and then I'll throw a hand axe down the corridor. If that's all good. But I won't be getting sneak attack on this one because
nope.
It's just normal.
There are allies in combat with it because there are cows.
Oh yeah.
The cows are purple and look kind of like mushrooms that were growing on psilocybin when we woke up this morning.
Well, it's 22 to hit for
22 hits
for 10 damage, and if I can apply my sneak attack as well, which I've lost, it's 3d6. I'll just stick that in here. That's another 11 damage.
Okay. Do you get a second attack?
I don't know. Oh.
You're 9th level.
Yeah, but I'm rogue fighter, so I've only got one attack.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I think it's because I'm not just level as a fighter to get the second attack.
Oh yeah, you're rogue first.
So I'll do that. I've dropped the sword, and I'll.
Yep, the sword is now at your feet.
And I'm going to step out of sight.
Okay. The creature, the dragon, is going to roll a dice.
In character.
It is going to reach out and grab one of these cows and pick it up.
I think some PG-13 things about to happen to this cow.
And it's 17 hit.
Yeah.
So it reaches down, grabs a cow, picks it up, and he's gonna take a bite. I'm just gonna roll the d20.
It's like Meals on Wheels, isn't it?
It does not hit.
Doesn't hit.
It doesn't hit with a 9. I believe the armor class of the cow is
10.
10.
Yeah.
It missed with a 9. So it just picks the cow up and
puts it back down.
I know it's holding this cow in its grip, and he's gonna take a bite next time. Psilocybin, you've watched it as it picks up a cow.
Okay.
That cow is now considered grappled and is no longer on the ground.
Okay. In that case, I will cast Spike Growth. 20-foot radius centered on the point of the dragon guy.
Okay, 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, centered on him.
So a little bit further back from him. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, so 20 feet to get him. You would need to cast it to about here.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so you're going to cast it there and get him in it and not the
Yeah.
cows. Okay. It's a save, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is, and it is. Spike Growth is a.
Dex save?
Why can't I see it? That seems to say it. Oh, it just says against your spell save DC.
Oh, what's your spell save DC?
He has a.
Oh no, I want to know
16.
what kind of save it is. Oh, okay. Huh. It doesn't take any damage.
Wisdom. Sorry,
until
wisdom
it
check.
moves. It doesn't take any damage until it moves.
Yeah.
So it just looks down and sees the spikes kind of growing around its feet.
Yeah.
I would say make because it is already standing in the area. Roll 2d4.
2d4. That's 7.
Okay. You watch as the ground beneath it kind of shakes a little bit, and these spikes that come up, are they what kind of spikes are they?
They're
Spikes and vines.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big vine with spikes on, but incidentally, there's a mushroom mixed in there as well.
Okay, just green or brown or
green. Yeah, green.
Okay, so these thick, dark green vines, spines come up, wrap around his feet, in the area, and they tighten and kind of lock into the ground. It is now difficult terrain for 20 feet. Where is... for this kind of area here.
Yeah.
So, is that end your turn?
I'd like to use my movement to go into the other side room. So, kind of through that one.
Okay. You go up to the door. The door is locked.
Okay.
To pass through the door, you will need someone else or an action to get through.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I will wait there.
John.
Okay.
You've watched this ground appear and wrap around its feet.
Do I get an advantage if I attack him now?
It's not with advantage. It's a straight up attack roll.
Okay.
He's not considered restrained. It's just difficult terrain. So as long as you don't step into the area, you should be right.
I'll use my previous maneuver itself. Go up to him, swing my great sword, and then come back.
Okay.
I'll hope I can hit him this time. So it's 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Finally.
So you've gonna hit him. Is that a 20 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
11 to 11 damage is the.
You see it kind of drop to one knee. And stand back up again, still holding on to this cow. And it kind of looks at you, eye locked on yours, and growls. And you can't quite make out the language that it's speaking. But at least what it's saying, you understand that it's speaking Draconic, and it's obviously really annoyed with you.
You're a very naughty boy.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I return to my original position.
Okay, you go back.
You
will get an attack.
Yeah.
Mm, 17.
Miss.
As you're returning up the stairs, you actually feel something quite heavy hit you in the back. You look back, and this dragon has used this cow. The cow now hangs limp in his hand before fading. I'm assuming when you conjure these animals, because they're magical, they fade when they die.
Yeah, they do. They're classified as fey, technically, so once they die, they just kind of disappear.
So as you feel the impact of this cow in your back, you turn and you watch as it just vanishes. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, that's all. I'll just get ready for the next turn itself. Yeah.
I'll go. What you notice that there is vials and glass items floating in thin air. Some fairly high and some like quite close to a lot closer to the ground. Knob and possibly Alf are in this room.
Will you two help us? Stop pissing about. I'll just sort of reach out and see if you can see where they are.
You brush someone's arm, and whatever they're carrying breaks on the floor. You immediately get the scent of something floral. Washes over you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's the worst thing I need. 16.
Yeah. it's a strong smell. The immediate as it hits you in the face. But I mean, you take a breath and cough a little bit, but you're mostly fine.
Okay. Right, I'm going to come and bother a dragon there, I think. So I'm going to take a. He can't see me anyway, so I'll have advantage on my attack when I come out, won't I?
Yeah, he currently can't see you.
So I'll.
Even though you're not hiding, you are out of its line of sight.
Yeah, yeah.
So therefore, technically hidden.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Just lost something. It's just got a little bit funny in Foundry.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay, I'll just see if it wakes itself up. Not a refresh in a minute. But I'm gonna throw my other hand axe.
Okay, making a check roll.
Maybe with advantage. So 20.
Yeah. I mean, it's within combat with 3 cows currently.
Well, also because it couldn't see me, the attacker, could it?
Yeah, you've kind of stepped out and
thrown it. So 23 to hit.
23 hit.
For 10 slashing damage plus. Yeah, I'll do that elsewhere because that's not working.
Okay, so that's 10 plus 9.
Oh, is it fed through on your end?
19. Yeah, it came from.
Okay, it's not doing on mine still.
Okay, so.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's woken up again now. So, okay, and then I'm going to step over to psilocybin, and can I try and open the lock? Or if it's locked, I can't. Can I? I need action to open it.
You step out. You kind of throw the axe.
Yeah. I'll
not even looking. You kind of glance. You see it. You clock it. You throw it as you step out, and then you step across to next to psilocybin, and you hear as this creature falls over into the rough terrain that it's currently standing.
Nice.
Nice. And I'm gonna attempt to hide.
That ends initiative.
Sorry?
That ends initiative.
Okay, cool. I will try and hide behind the side of them.
I mean, you probably could fit. However, because we're no longer in initiative, Argo, make a Constitution saving. Disadvantage for being the person you are.
At 5.
Okay. Because of your illness and the exertion that you've just put yourself through, you need to take 1 level of exhaustion.
This is grim. Okay.
Okay, so now all of your ability checks are at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll keep forgetting that as well, so just remind me if I do. I promise I'm not cheating.
Psilocybin, how long does your conjure animals last?
It is. Well, technically, I've just realised spike growth is concentration as well, so they would have disappeared.
Oh, so they would have disappeared anyway.
I'll also stop concentrating on the spike growth.
Okay. So, Can we have a close-up of the building that everyone is currently in? Can you zoom in? John, have you come up to join everyone else?
Yep.
Okay. That's all right. That was the wrong button. Okay, so Argo, psilocybin, John, you're currently standing outside the door on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Yeah.
You can still hear smashing and the noises coming from the opposite side. You cannot see Alf or Knob at all. They are still invisible.
Still prancing around with vials and all sorts. Okay. I want to try and open this door.
Okay.
Because I seem to be having some issues with it. And once I've done that, I don't want to step inside, but I do want to go and retrieve my axes and search the dragon.
Okay. Make a.
Before I do anything, can I just check it to see if it's trapped at all?
Yep. That will be a perception check.
Okay. 8, so it's not a good roll.
It's a school district. It's a scholars district. There's not going to be like traps on many of these doors. The door is just a wood panel. The lock is just a simple lock, and it just looks like it's locked.
Fair enough.
There doesn't appear to be any like magical traps or any other kind of traps against the door.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to try and break the door down. Break the lock. I'm not going to try and pick it.
Okay. That is a dexterity plus twice your proficiency.
I thought it'd be a strength check.
So that would be a. Oh, are you just trying to break the lock?
Yeah, I'm not being nice.
You're not picking it. Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm just
strength check.
Just gonna shove my elbow or shoulder into it and just see if I can break the lock that way. So
okay.
Flat strength.
Flat strength.
19.
You shoulder barge the door. You hear. As the door kind of eases open, and then as whatever was blocking the door on the other side, you've managed to shove it out of the way, and is now on the floor.
I'll look to the side and go, "You're welcome." And then trundle off
and then,
to the dragon.
And then you're going to head off and grab your axes.
Grab my axes, and I want to search the dragon as well.
You get out. You find your axes. You search the dragon. His armor is red and gold. Scale armor. It looks similar to dragon scale. So the scales are fairly small. And it looks to be like quite snugly fit. Hard to tell whether it's magical or not, just by looking at it.
Okay.
But it seems to not restrict his movement at all.
Okay.
So whatever kind of armor this is, it's a kind of armor that makes these things fast, powerful. So, I mean, you'd have to hit and miss on whether or not. While you're looking the armor over, psilocybin, what are you doing?
I am gonna have a look, find out what was blocking this door. So I'm gonna enter the room.
Okay, you poke your head round the door. You notice in the far corner of the room, inside the window, Ulf Hilt is kind of cowering in the corner, holding a large piece of wood that she's grabbed, and there is a chair laying on the floor in front of the door, where she's obviously come in, wedged it under the door, and it was cowering in the corner just in case it came in.
I don't really know what to make of that.
Our big, strong dragonborn fighter.
It's I wasn't quite ready. Maybe next time. It just took me by surprise. I saw you all running, so I ran, and then I couldn't find any of you. So I assumed you'd all hidden, so I came and hid.
Well, maybe next time. Let me hide with you. There's only so many cows I can conjure.
Okay. So. John, what are you doing?
First, I think a few of us are injured, so I want to.
Yeah. As you're looking around, Argo is kind of leaning on the door. Leaning on the door behind you, having come back up the stairs. It looks to be slightly more out of breath than you've seen him ever before. Like kind of clutching his clutching his side, with his axes hanging back where they were. And psilocybin has got like blood. At least you think it's blood. It's kind of grayish green and black kind of stuff dripping down his leg through the fur.
So what I do is for psilocybin, I use my lay of hands to heal 25 health points.
Okay.
And I don't think Argo needs anything as of now, so.
What was your total? 70 psilocybin.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
What's your total hit points?
Total as I am on 48.
No, I know what you're on.
Oh,
what's your
total? 75.
Okay, you were back up to 73.
Hey, thank you very much.
As John comes up behind you, kind of lays his hand on your shoulder, and you feel the warmth of maybe a feeling you've not felt in possibly a very long time. Companionship, friendship, comrades in battle, as you feel your wounds kind of stitch themselves back together again.
And then I don't do anything. I see that there's a lot of interaction and activities happening or done by my colleagues, so I'm just figuring out what is happening and getting a hold of just looking through my armor and seeing everything is all good, and that's it. And
yeah, you check yourself over. As you look at your shield, there is scratches going across it. They are from
the claws.
I mean, they're from the claws from when it swiped you. There's a little bit of fey cow blood on it as well. But it doesn't take much to start cleaning it off and stuff.
Perfect. And then I end my turn.
Okay, I'll go.
Hello.
You've been out. You've checked him over. Are you stripping him down for this armor? Are you doing any other kind of check?
Can I do a quick Arcana check before I try and
You can
touch it? I just check if I've got a spell that might work. No. Yeah, just do a quick check. 10. It's all gone quiet about everything. You there?
Beg pardon?
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything. I got a 10 on my Arcana check.
Yeah, there is some kind of magic here. You can sense that there is some kind of magic, either from the creature itself or from the armor that it's wearing. But I mean, it's hard to place exactly what kind of magic it is, but there is definitely magic coming from the creature in front of you.
Okay. I'm going to take a step back and use my mage hand to unclip the armor and detach it from it.
Okay, yeah, you watch as the clips start slowly unlatching themselves. The armor, as it comes away, it folds. Like so, as it unclips, you watch as the shoulder strap underneath some of the plates just folds back. It looks like it's really quite flexible. So the scales are what holds it as armor. And as the mage hand finishes unclasping it, the armor all the way down is laying on the ground. You can see beneath the armor is the red scales of this dragon.
Okay.
Beneath, you can see it's wearing like white kind of shorts, like undershorts.
Yeah.
Mainly to stop the armor rubbing against its scales. But other than that, it's like bare chested and its lower legs are bare.
Okay. I'll use the mage hand because it's the Lega domain mage hand. It's slightly better, but I'll use that, collect up the armor and carry it.
It's still heavy. Your mage hand can like unfold it from in front, but it would take a lot more than mage hand to move it. You watch the armor kind of peel itself off,
Okay.
but it is a bit at a time. So it's one shoulder, then the other shoulder, and then kind of moves it down. So the armor weighs more than 5 pounds.
Well, the mage hand Lega domain. It just says you can store and retrieve items. It doesn't say there's a limit to it.
Mage hand as a cantrip spell.
Mage hand does,
maximum,
but yeah, this
is 5 pounds. So what's the one you're using?
mage hand Lega domain. It's still a cantrip, but it's part of being the arcane trickster. I think it's.
Yeah, no, it's just still
Okay.
regular mage hand.
That's fine. It just says because it's.
I mean, if it been any other kind of armor, or if it been any other kind of item, I might have said yes, you can do it.
It's fine.
But because it's a large creature's armor,
yeah,
it's still going to be quite heavy.
I think it's probably more to the point that it can carry this stuff and use these tools and stuff to pick locks. That's probably the specialist part of it. But yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'll just go and once it's off the body, I'll go and pick it up and go over to others and say, "Can anyone identify this?"
I'm just looking. Hold on.
Sure, I don't burst into flames when I grab it. Something.
I don't think so. I don't even think psilocybin's got identify because it's not a druid spell. Nope. But you could make. Oh, actually, fulfilled.
Got a lot of casters in there. You'd expect one of them.
Of all the casters you've got, there's no one with an identify spell.
Great.
Ulfhild kind of comes out, and I vaguely recognise the armor, but It's a bit fuzzy. I think it's something that comes from closer to home.
Okay.
Can't be sure.
I'll stow it for now, and then when we get a chance for a rest, I'll probably try and don it
Okay.
and see what happens.
The rooms that Earl Filters was in is similar to the room that you found yourself with Nob and Grand Elf in. There's bookcases lining the walls. Down the middle there is a long table that looks to be set out for business kind of setup. So it's like chairs all the way along. So it's more like a conference room or a teaching room than a kind of storage room or library. Ulfilt kind of moves out, drags in the sword, and lays the sword on the table. I wish there was a way to identify this stuff so that you could find out more information, but I don't think any of us have those abilities. Maybe there's a mage around who could help, but to be fair, I think maybe we should have a bit of a rest here for a moment after all that excitement, and maybe have a look around in an hour or so after we've had some rest.
Fair enough. I would second that we need to rest and take time to gather from the fight, and then I would love to explore the books that are there, see if I can get some kind of insights. Can I do a perception check?
Are you just looking around at the books? Yeah, perception. Argo,
Yeah.
you're muted if you were trying to say something.
I was, but then I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, Argo's still wheezing and coughing, wiping a bit of blood from the side of his mouth as he stands in the corner, looking. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't want to admit weakness, but he definitely needs a rest.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Perception check. John.
Yes. 5 + 4, 9.
I mean, it seems like most of the books here are to do with the creating of potions. They're all different language. You see, there's all different languages. Going from the fact that the other room is full of vials and glass cylinders and all kinds of fragrant liquids and stuff. Even the broken glass out front. This particular building is probably used for where they either teach or learn about or study potions or the making of potions. Or I mean, that's what you can find out from what you can see. But with a 9, that's pretty much all you can find out.
Okay. Is it possible for me to go out and check the other building that was right next to us?
You could. However, what I'm going to suggest is that we actually leave the investigations of the other buildings until next time, when there's more players, because unfortunately psilocybin has had to pull out due to ill health, and maybe the other people might have some ideas about what they can do to identify this item, because I'm just going on what I think they would be doing, and it's not very fair on them.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about that, Argo?
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that.
Okay, brilliant. So we will call it there for the night. This map, we'll stick on this map for a while. What I will do is I will add in furniture and things in the buildings, so that next time we come back, you can actually see the layout of the mall. I know you won't be able to have access to things, but you know we'll just use a map. You can see your character on the map, so that's good. I will see you all next month for another continuing investigation in the Scholars District of the Crimson Accord.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cheers out.